What's going on, YouTube? It's Mr. Ball on the budget himself. We back out with another video. Let's go. So today's video, we're gonna do an unboxing of parts I just got in the mail over the course of like 2 days or so. I was waiting till I get all my parts that I ordered for this week so I could do a video on all of it at one time. So the first unboxing part that we're gonna unbox, we're gonna talk about AC. Anybody know me know I'm gonna have AC and we're not gonna be running hot with the Chevy. So the first part that we got in is the AC condenser. I kind of took it out the box, but I haven't completely unboxed it yet. So let's go ahead and unbox it. So I bought this part off of mess that up. I bought this part off of eBay. I went to eBay, typed in my year, make, and model, and this came up, and it said it fits my vehicle. So you just type it in on eBay. It's an AC condenser for your AC. This mounts right in front of your radiator, right in your core support. You got the actual AC condenser, and then your radiator and fans. So you really kind of don't see this usually. It came in, looks pretty nice. It's brand new. So for those that might want to see it, there go your connections right here. This is your AC condenser for a box Chevy, brand new. Because we're gonna have AC on the Chevy. So we got that in. So that's the first part. Let me set it right here. All right, the next part we got in for the Chevy is my steering shaft, right? Because you got to be able to turn the wheels. So some people go back with the factory steering shaft, but it's kind of bulky, which is this one. So this is the old one. This one is for this Chevy, but this is your old steering shaft. I'm about to show y'all the new one that I'm running for the black box for Big Lip Tasia. So I'm about to unbox that right now for y'all. And then I also have something that I want to show y'all that I will say I decided to go to make sure I did the right thing with some of my switches from my previous video. I'll show y'all what I mean in a second. Everything is packaged really nice. I can appreciate that until it's time to do this unboxing for y'all. So it's bubble wrap. All right, this package is really good. So here's my steering shaft. It's a billet steering shaft. It seems tedious, but this is the little stuff that people don't think about that I'm doing. So like I said, here goes the factory one. You got the rag joint, and then you got your connectors up here and down here. For those that's wondering, well, what am I going to run for my connections, right? So I'm about to show y'all. I went with a U-joint. So a lot of people, I've learned and noticed, a lot of people run Flaming River U-joints, which is nice. I got them in my arsenal of sites to buy parts from, but they kind of pricey. And y'all know we balling on the budget over here. Them U-joints on their site like 90 to 120 bucks just for the U-joints. And these shafts for your steering can vary from 120 up to like 300 bucks. And it's just a stainless steel shaft like this, which that's what this is, stainless steel shaft. So I'm gonna show y'all the U-joint that I'm gonna use for this, which I realized I need to order another one because you got one that connects to your steering gearbox and then one that connects to the shaft and that goes to the steering off the firewall. So I'm gonna show y'all the U-joint that I got. It's a billet chrome U-joint and it's nicely made. So you can see this is the side that the shaft going. Look at the shape, but it also has the teeth in it. and then you tighten it down to lock it in. And it has different pivot points. So you can get that right angle of how you want to steer. So, you know, this goes like this, which, let me see if I can hurry up and unloosen this for y'all by hand. Probably not. Yeah, it's on here pretty good. I have to use a Allen wrench. But you basically put this over this like this. It slides in here, because if you look at the shape of this, it's kind of like oval rect with a flat end on each side. So this goes in here like this. Well, obviously it'll be in there straight. And then you hook this up to your steering gearbox. And then you have another one on this end that hooks up to the steering off of the firewall. I'll flip the camera around and show y'all what it's gonna look like. But this is how it's gonna look. And it's just one solid piece. It's a cleaner look than the big bulky one. Look at, you know what I'm saying? Now the shaft, you have to potentially cut it to your length. I already knew my measurement from end to end. So I just got that, and I ordered the shaft 2 inches longer than that, so that once we put this on here and measure it, we can see how much we need to cut, and you just cut it and then mount it, you're good to go. And now you got a cleaner look, stainless steel billet finish, U-joint billet to offset some of the billet that I'm gonna have up under the hood. So now those is wondering, let me see, I'll put this right here. Those is wondering, okay, well, how much was it where I got it from? The U-joint I got from Amazon for $29.99, and the billet shaft I got from Amazon, I think it was like 35 or 39 bucks. So you under 65 bucks for the set, when on like Flaming River, which I'm not knocking them, but on Flaming River, just the U-joints alone were like starting at, you know, 70 bucks and up, and it's the same exact parts. So I bought that off Amazon, and it's gonna work for me. Now the next thing, we got engine mounts, because I told y'all we got that AC problem with the mounting. I took that bracket and that AC compressor that I told y'all from the last video that we was gonna mock it up and see. We are a 1/2 inch still touching the cave member of the frame. We need the motor to slide forward just a 1/2 inch. My engine mounts don't allow you to adjust the engine at all. So I didn't know no better. I had to do my homework. And I found adjustable engine mount brackets that will allow you to move the engine 2.5 inches forward and 1.5 inches back. So let me go ahead and show y'all. I'll unbox it. Here go the new engine mounts. So this part of the engine mount goes over your factory clamshells that's on the actual frame. So this bracket goes over there, and then here go your mounting points here. So you see these slits where my finger is? These slits allow you to put the bolt through, put it in the block of the motor, but it has a washer on this side so that you can actually adjust the motor. So you can slide the motor inside of these slits forward and back. So once we slide that motor forward a 1/2 inch, we should be able to clear the bracket that's made for that AC compressor, and I don't have to buy a new pulley system, y'all. So I'm feeling good right now. So I'm hoping everything pan out in my mind like how I got it mapped out. So I bought these brackets was 50 bucks off Amazon. They come with your hardware, stainless steel bolts and everything. Let me see. They come with your hardware so that you can be able to do that. And we should be able to adjust that motor, and we should be good. So I plan on dropping these off to Dobbs and hoping that everything pan out like how I got it in mind, so I don't have to buy that new pulley system. Now, my last video, I showed y'all some of the buttons for the interior pieces, right? So the buttons I had showed y'all for your lock and unlock buttons. Remember these buttons? So I noticed as I looked at my doors, I looked at my interior pieces more, which I want to correct myself. And somebody else mentioned on the channel about the fitment, and it made me start looking at mine more. These buttons will work for a box Chevy, but they're not the exact original. So I went back on eBay, typed in my year, make, and model, and I went back to the buttons I bought, which was these. If you notice, this is square. This is a solid square button. Or switch, I mean, not button, switch. The switch that's on the actual box Chevy doors is actually more like rectangle. So I'm about to show y'all so y'all can actually see. So this is the switch I have reviewed the first time, which will work for your Chevy if you're not pressed about it being the exact same switch. It will work. Most people probably won't notice if they're not really paying attention. Most people won't notice because it's a brand new switch. It's like, man, he got brand new switches. They ain't gonna notice the actual shape. If you getting, especially if you getting your interior redone and they're gonna have to redo your doors anyway, a lot of people not gonna notice. You know what I'm saying? I just have an eye for detail. You know what I'm saying? So here go the actual box Chevy switch. So I'm about to hold, this is the box Chevy switch, and this is the switch I bought. And I'm about to hold them side by side for y'all and see in comparison. This one is rectangle, this one is square. So y'all can see the difference. It's not much. So as y'all can see, it's not much. They look the same. If you glance at it, you can't tell. It's more of just a personal thing of knowing. But it's not much at all. The average person won't be able to tell. So if you give your interior guy your new buttons, they're gonna cut out that door, the door pull piece, and they're gonna redo it anyway. So they can do it to match your buttons. I mean, your switches. So it don't matter. It's just I decided to go with the factory one because I want to keep everything original as possible. And the connectors on the back is the exact same. They're not different. It's just the clips that clip into the door rest, the locations is different. They're on the side on the square button, and then they're at the top and bottom on the rectangle button. But they do the exact same job. So I just want to clear that up for those in the comments or that decide to look for them on YouTube, on eBay. Like I said, you can still buy it. It's still gonna do the job. I'm just letting y'all know the differences. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip the camera around. I'm gonna flip the camera around and show y'all on this box Chevy the steering U-joint and the shaft, so that y'all can kind of see, roughly, possibly how it would look. But I'm gonna unloosen this and find out. Like I said, let's see. Yeah, this side's loose, so we can loosen this up. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and show y'all where this go on your steering gearbox, and then you can actually see how it will look. And then once you put the shaft in, then you can kind of have an idea of like, okay, I see how it will look up under the hood, and it's a cleaner look. So give me a second, I'll flip the camera around and show y'all. Hold on. All right, YouTube, I was able to get the steering shaft on there just to mock it up and show y'all. So as you can see, that U-joint is on there. And it has good pivot points. Let me show y'all, it can move and it can turn. So I'm gonna show y'all from a full view. You got a U-joint there. You got your shaft here. Remember I told y'all you would have to potentially cut. So we're gonna cut probably right here. And then another one of these U-joints that I gotta order has to go on this end. And now you have a straight, solid, nice billet looking shaft. And you're pretty much good to go, you know? So it fits right over your steering gearbox. Let me show you how I take it right off. Hold on, there we go. Boom, I can take that off like that. And as y'all can see here, it slides right off. It has teeth inside of it. Let me let it focus. As y'all can see, it has teeth on the inside. Those teeth slide over your steering gearbox teeth, and now you're on there. And then you slide your shaft in, and then you use your bolts to tighten them down. You use your bolts to tighten them down, and once they tighten down, you can make sure they're torqued, and you're good to go. So I'll show y'all once more. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. Let's see. Trying to do it with one hand. I had to do it with two hands, but let me Let me take this off. Ugh. It's crazy. Huh. Guess I can't do it with one hand, guys. It's real particular. It slides right on. I promise it does. Let's see. Hold on. Let me hold the camera. Hold on. Let's do this. There we go. Let's do this. So. Boom. Told y'all. And then you put your steering shaft on there like this. Boom. So it slides right on. I was just trying to do it with one hand. That's why it took me so long. But it slides right on and you're good to go. So let me flip the camera around. So y'all see what's going on, man. I'm bringing y'all the content of what I'm putting on my Chevy, how I'm buying it, how I'm going about it. You know, I take a lot of time in doing my homework on the parts that's needed for my car. So I know what I have, what I don't have. And then this way I know everything that's on here. So, and I find out how to get it for the best price because, you know, I'm balling on the budget over here. So go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments if this is informal to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring out content, but I'm waiting on parts. You know, parts is on back order or they still coming in. So I'm just trying to bring y'all content as soon as I get parts so I can inform y'all on what's going on with the Chevy. So go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe. And remember to tell a friend to subscribe again, man. And we trying to make it outside 2024. And we out.